The price of XRP has gone completely bananas this month, and more specifically this last week, the price has gone up exponentially. But is the price going to continue to go up in the very, very short term, or are we going to have some sort of smaller pullback? And specifically, how much time do you have left in this trade? So if you're new here, hit that like and subscribe for daily crypto videos. And I am wearing glasses, which instantly makes me trustworthy and intelligent. And without any further ado, let's take a look at the price of XRP. And specifically, I want to actually talk about where I think we are right now. And that's what I'm going to look at this chart for. But let's take a look at a few things first on X. We see that for the first time ever, XRP's trading volume has exceeded the combined volumes of Ethereum and Bitcoin. This is quite bananas. We take a look here, you see XRP, 24-hour volume over 2.2 billion. We see Bitcoin here at about 1.6, Hedera at 741, Ethereum all the way down here at actually 531. Is it possible that XRP passes Ethereum in this bull market in terms of market cap? Hey guys, crazier things have happened, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. As well, let's take a look here. The next healthy XRP correction is happening now before we see a new all-time high, according to Jack the Rippler. He says, leave a like here if you're holding XRP. So currently XRP sits at number 3 market cap after just recently passing USDT and Solana. And right now, you know, is it close to Ethereum? Well, it would still need to put on about $300 billion with a market cap. I don't see that happening right now. But I actually want to talk about exactly where I think we are and exactly what this means, because this is not the first time I've covered XRP. In fact, I don't know if a lot of you guys remember this, but actually back in 2019, very end of 2019, first couple months of 2020, I talked actually exclusively about XRP for a couple of months. Not exclusively, I also had Bitcoin videos, but the reason I was doing that is because XRP sends a macro signal to the entire altcoin market, and it always has. I've been in crypto for about 8 years, and I don't know exactly what it is about XRP. Believe me, I've already heard the Swift and the tokenizing assets argument a million times. I've been in the crypto space for 8 years. I'm not trying to say that I'm smarter than anyone, but all I'm saying is there has not been a comment on XRP that I've gotten this year that I haven't already heard quite literally like thousands of times. So I understand. Okay, all I'm trying to say is, like, I understand the arguments. I understand why people hold it. I understand why people bag hold it for quite literally years and hold on to it. And as I said before, I'm happy if you've made money. I personally, I want people to succeed. I want people to make money. I think if they can make their life better, I'm all for that. Period. As long as you're not hurting anyone, right? But with that being said, XRP sends a signal. It is a beacon in the altcoin industry, in the altcoin markets, and specifically, it has wider implications on the altcoin market. But specifically, where is XRP right now? So the one thing I want to just say is that, you know, there are reasons according to XRP Avengers why you shouldn't sell. You know, he's saying don't sell yet, basically ETF approval. I'm not sure, you know, if there's been any news on that, but a couple other things. Gary officially leaving the SEC. Gary is by far the worst enemy of the crypto industry, but also Ripple and XRP specifically, because Gary was, you know, they attacked Ripple basically first. But it is important to know, you know, if you've been around the crypto space, you know that when XRP dies off, which does happen in terms of the price, you'll see hundreds of billions of dollars go into other projects. Those being patient will reap rewards. Basically, XRP bags tend to rotate into other alts, and it usually is the starting signal. And I want to look at a very specific chart here that I think will maybe blow your mind a little bit about XRP. I asked a Ripple holder recently why I should invest in XRP. This person said, imagine being able to invest in Swift. They said, you know, why would I want to invest in Swift? And they said, you know, do you know how Swift works? And the person said, no. And they were like, do you know how Swift works? And the other person said, no. So again, this is just funny to me. I just want to highlight, like, guys, believe me, I've heard about tokenizing assets and I've heard about Swift and all this. You have to be realistic. If you don't understand market cap, I don't want you to leave a comment. I think that, you know, before you leave a comment about an opinion, make sure you understand what market capitalization is, make sure you understand what circulating supply is, and then you're welcome to leave comments. So I just want to get that out of the way. Is XRP done breaking out? I don't necessarily think so. I think it's going to cool off, however. And the main thing that I want to talk about in regards to that is this. So I think where we are right now is potentially similar to what I mentioned at the beginning of the video, sometime back in, 2019 and even early 2020. Basically, where XRP had a really nice run up, it corrected for a few months, And then it ultimately did go back up. Honestly, yes, XRP would have gone higher, I think, if the SEC didn't go after it. I think that's kind of like common sense. I think that, having lawsuits brought against you, specifically targeting XRP and Ripple, is that good for the price? No. I mean, it's not rocket science. That's probably not a good thing. So the price of XRP, honestly, has already gone above those highs from back in 2021. But I think this potentially is a period where we cool off. Look at this chart. Look at this chart. Look at where the MACD is right now on a 20-day chart. These are not small time frames. These are long time frames, okay? Meaning they're more significant. The longer the time frame, the more significant they are. Like if you're trading a 1-minute chart, people with experience would say, that's kind of crazy. If you're trading a daily or a weekly or a monthly chart, they'd say, yeah, that makes sense. You can do that. You're not going to trade a 1 second or a 1 minute chart because it's meaningless. This is a 20-day chart. Look where the RSI is at. Look at the RSI. It's this purple line. It's right up here. Do you see that? So at this point, guys, anybody telling you, hey, up only, get ready for up only. First of all, you're being manipulated. You might not like hearing me say that, okay? XRP could still go up from here. I'm not saying that can't happen, but if there are influencers telling you like, hey, this is just the beginning, we're going up to $100, $1,000, guys, I've been here for 8 years. People will take advantage of you. Okay. You're not going to like hearing that. I've quite literally received tens of hundreds of thousands of comments sometimes if I call out and say like an opinion that might not be popular about a certain topic, but it's the honest and truthful one. Now you might be sitting there watching and thinking like, hey, actually, yeah, I mean, maybe I understand, but no, we're still going to $100. We're still going to $500 per XRP. I think the better question is when? Like, when do you think that's going to happen? In like 100 years? This bull cycle? Because if you think Bitcoin is going to if you think XRP is going to $100 this cycle, do the math. Look at circulating supply, look at market capitalization. You need to have realistic expectations. And I'm telling you, again, you might not like hearing me say that, but you're going to be thanking me in a couple of months, or quite literally even maybe in a couple of days. Probably a longer time horizon is when you'll be more grateful. But honestly, you need to understand just the basics so you don't get completely banged, okay? If you're investing here for the first time at $2.50, history would tell us you're buying high, potentially to later sell low, which you want to do the opposite. You want to buy low and sell high if you want to make profit. I mean, if you want to lose all your money, then yeah, you can buy high and sell low, but I don't think most people want to lose all their money. You look at the 3-day chart as well. Look at the volume that's come in, massive amounts of volume. I think that's valid. Look where the RSI is on something like the 3-day though. However, it's the highest it's been since back in December of 2017 when it topped out at $3.30. Look where the MACD is at. It is quite literally the highest it's been since back in 2017, before it topped out. Now, I'm not saying XRP has to top out here, but all I'm saying is look what has happened in just the last month, up 500% basically at the highs. Currently, it's still up. At this very second, still up about 400%. All I'm saying is this is not when any reasonable person would be advising you to get your first buys in. I am not saying that you can't still make money, and I'm not saying that it can't still go up, but what I'm saying is the risk to reward here is not very good. And so basically what I did highlight, basically this tweet here, is that a lot of people, what they're going to be doing, especially people with a little more experience and a little more, knowledge under their belts, are going to be rotating here. Okay, is how crypto works. If you're married to your bags, which if you're holding XRP or anything and you're just married to them and you just think, I'm going to hold this. Basically, if you're invested in Bitcoin, it's kind of a different story. I've actually heard some crazy stuff over the last 48 hours from people saying that, XRP is going to replace Bitcoin and all this stuff that quite literally, if you understand the space, guys, it doesn't make sense. But again, I'm probably not getting on the good side of a lot of XRP holders right now, but come on, guys. I've done this for 8 years. I've seen this same sentiment, this same thing over and over and over and over again. And there's not a single experienced, really long-term person in this space that will just tell you some of this stuff is true. It's kind of crazy. With that being said, the entire altcoin market, however, is still, barely, we're not even at all-time highs. Bitcoin dominance is continuing to fall. maybe similar to even back in 2020 before like a massive cascade. I still think Bitcoin has like at least one more giant pump left in terms of dominance as well. But yeah, I mean, overall, altcoins I think have a lot of room to run, but I'm just trying to give you, at the very least, I want to give you the knowledge that, hey, XRP probably has some gains left. I'm not saying that it can't go up from here, but is this your best chance at it getting a 5, 10, 20 plus X? Is this the most realistic play when quite literally it is the third most valuable cryptocurrency? If you want XRP to truly explode from here, you kind of have to convince yourself that it's going to replace Bitcoin, because the market cap is growing so much that for it to truly go up a lot more, we start having to have these thoughts of like, well, it has to flip Ethereum, it has to flip Bitcoin, and all these things. And I just think that keep in mind, I have XRP. I don't want it to go down. But you have to be realistic here. I am trying to protect people with this advice, and at least, again, I don't want people to like make a decision solely based on what I'm saying. But I really need, what I really want is the euphoria and the emotions that you might be like completely engulfed in right now to kind of back off a little bit and understand that, yes, like we've gone up a lot. If we get a correction here, maybe that would be a good entry. Maybe we get a dump down here to about $1.52. Let's actually pull out the moving averages. Let's say we get a dump down to about $1.50 at the 21-day moving average. Maybe that would be a good entry. Hey, that's like a pretty, that's not something outrageous to me. I think that's something logical. Could it keep pumping here in the short term? Sure, it could. But you have to also, if you're not at least understanding that, hey, maybe we are going to cool off for a little bit, and maybe this is not going to immediately go to $100 per coin. Just keep that in mind. And get signed up with FMX below if you're my Bitcoin altcoins or trade. And as well, if you don't want to KYC and you don't have access to FMX, you can sign up with my link to BITUNIX below and receive up to about almost 6,000 USDT in free deposit bonuses when you sign up and deposit there as well.